What's up, you motherfuckers? Big kisses. Mwah. Check out my void. My gay is lol. What's up? How are you? Mwah. Let me get the light on. Massive headache. Well, rest in peace, man. This stream tends to bring on headaches. At the very least, it's not conducive to unheadaking. So, I wish you luck in defeating your opponent there. Well, glad you found something to watch anyway. So we spent some time yesterday implementing the Void. I don't know what you even call that unit. Void Man? Who knows? Before I do anything, though, Icor's in the middle of trying to set up the Death Wish upgrade for the Fanboy. So I want to take some time to find that guy. Find some data files I can point to for the upgrade, or for the explosion, rather. So, yeah. That's the plan. Also, later on today, I have, I got some instructions on how to set up some custom Counter-Strike, like, map pool stuff. So if you're familiar with how CSGO works, when you go and play casual or deathmatch or anything like that, you can vote on the next map. And apparently that is something that you can set up, because I was asking about it on a CSGO modding server. And they said it was in somewhere in here. So this lets me set up game modes, map groups, and used player models. And then I can set up map groups for the server in game mode server, apparently. So, it's just something that I'll probably fool around with towards the end of the stream, or at the beginning of the fraud night while I wait for people to come in, or something like that. But I look forward to doing that. $747. What the fuck? Hey, what's up, Patrick? How was your birthday, man? I wonder if we use this. Well received. There you go. So I don't think we use that anymore. 240. Oh, looks like we still do use it. Okay. Never mind. So I'm looking for hunting down a sprite ID that I can use for the explosion. I think I can use this. Yeah, I should be able to. Yeah, of course. I try to post it whenever there's a big update, but I forgot to this past time, and then it was your birthday, so I figured better late than never. Okay. Alright. Now we'll rip out images. Seems fine. So then the other thing, of course, is actually selecting the graphic for the explosion. How is it possible that that did nothing? It was exactly the same as when I picked it up. SMH. Alright. See what we can find here. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I need anything that's that significant. I think I have a bunch of Protoss effects or something. Junker suicide. Some of these are pretty fucking insane, man. Alright. So I'll just grab this and bring it to my conversion folder. It looks like 18 through 12, or through 13 are the ones that I want. Followed by $30. Alright, I think this will be funny. The other thing is I don't know if these are already paletted for the bee fires of the world. I see O fire, but not B fire. Where'd I find those? I guess in the master here. Oh, it's right here. This is definitely too big for what I need, but that's okay. So in actuality, this graphic would... I'm basically thinking it would suck inwards, right? So you'd have like... Oops. So it's basically like black holing, right? Collapsing in on itself. Void collapse. Ooh. Might actually be something I can use for them. What's up, Luciferius? Void Luciferius. Alright. So that's my idea for that one, right? Make sure these all fit in. Oh. So it would need to be resized anyway. No, I guess not. What a strange realm. Oh. Welcome, Ichabod. So I'm thinking, for one, this is psychotic. For another, we need a different graphic. Who would have guessed? Wow. Psionic. No. That might be useful, actually. Alright. Looks like we got a winner. What did I... God damn it. Oh no. What faction is this? Well, right now I was just grabbing an impact graphic for the fanboy. I'll try to get DF to recolor it to some other dumb palette, but that's not as important, I don't think. As long as there's something. So the fanboy is for the anime. I have to find egg spawn somewhere. Which is 37. And I gotta copy this from... We need something that does missile damage, right? It's like a hit impact graphic. Should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many frames is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. It's going to be very entertaining to see people look at the source code for this. Whoever ends up doing it will be in for a surprise. Oh, I also need to go into images and make sure it's listed to repalette as... What? Yeah. Dummy. Fire. For safety, I'll re-import that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That should work out. Just send it over. Doodad Destruction seems real wild for sure. What was I just looking for? Oh, yeah. Bonk! Alright. Ah, classic. I don't know. Oh, it's exposed. I think I got them all. Oh. Why is it complaining about this? We almost had them all, boys. Tormentor. I already screenshotted your thing there. Oh, maybe I should just clean it. I forgot about that. Yeah, it is open in Visual Studio. You say you use 2019 or 20? I don't remember which version of Visual Studio you use, but I should probably move over to it. All right, restart there, buddy. It doesn't include C-unit layout unless one of these things that it includes up here. Oh. Okay. It still doesn't like that. $69. I sent you a screenshot of it. Shouldn't this be unit and not target? Oh, okay. I was just gonna say, like, what the fuck? Why is it target anyway? Now what's it complaining about? Usually that means I just have to clean it. Yeah, okay. Simulation. Oh man. Bing 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 bing. Add Nidus, by the way.
Evolution complete.
Pie? That's probably a graphic crash? I don't know why that would be the case, though. What's up, Alexander? What are you welling me about? Oh. I missed your message. I don't know if there were... When were the ranks updated? Lots of warnings for the Nidus stuff. Thought something went wrong. What was that? Alright, let's see if we can figure out what's wrong with our sprite here. Seems to be encoded for the proper thing. But oh. I don't know anything about that. I got up to Silver Elite, which is like right below the first gold. But that's a game where you have to actually play often in order to keep your rank. Like there's rank decay that you can calculate somehow. But I just didn't. I never really felt, after a certain point I didn't feel like playing anymore. I don't think my skill level is that of a silver, but the game has also been out for such a long time that, like, I know I'm terrible, so it can't be that much higher than a silver. I'll put it that way. Alright, we'll try with that, that change. Oh, is there? I just know I was right before, gold, so maybe the masters were later or something. I don't know, or maybe I wasn't right behind gold. Maybe I was. I don't remember. So long ago that I was actually ranked. It was like 2 years ago. It wasn't very high though. I'll put it to you that way. It was a real rude awakening, too, because... oh, that's a good prank. I had just come from being Diamond 2 or Diamond 3 80 LP or something, and I was around there. I think I was in promos to Diamond 2. And in League. And so going from being very like literally top 0.5% or something, like in terms of the player numbers. I was that high up. So going from that to being in the bottom percentage was interesting. Why is this fucking volume so high? Yeah, it looks like it's still happening. So it must be, I would assume it's an iScript thing as opposed to a sprite thing, but maybe not. Yeah, get used to everybody speaking Russian in your area. Even people in Britain have that problem. Yeah, I know you didn't have crashes, but I'm wondering if it's maybe my iScript. I just copied it from Missile Impact, so I don't know if that's accurate or not. And what do you mean by the text-based stuff? What's the is that just like the brand new system you're talking about? Or is it a add-on to the existing one? Had to wave a man. Yeah, brand new system is what we need, I think. It is iScript crash, I figured. I don't know, there's only Sig Order 1. Why would Sig Order 1 turn into 0x24? This is the iScript used by it. Although I don't have use full iScript on, so maybe that's a problem. I'll compare the images stat file. That might be related. No, they use the same stuff. So there should be no SIG order here. Just wait. I can test without that. So I was pretty sure I had checked the useful scripts. Well, no, I just hooked this graphic up this morning, so you wouldn't have had access to it.
Evolution complete.
Still crashes. Also, why does he, Oh, okay. So SIG order is fine, then?
Evolution complete.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oops, I alt F4'd my fucking... I don't think that works anyway, but I alt F4'd my search bar by accident. I have the right thing open, right? Okay.
Evolution complete.
Blowing up. Alright. It works. So now I need... well, I'll add some sound effects to it eventually. Test it in battle. Well, the AI will research it. They already research it right now. It's just that it does nothing. I have to lower the sound. It looks like they fucking detonate him immediately without him even having a chance. That's okay. Where's my shit? I like seeing them. That guy didn't get the order. He was dead and was not accepting new orders, but he was just attacking like normal, so that's a bug. No, I think it's fine if that they have 20. I think that's a good amount because in large numbers, you're going to see these units spammed pretty much. Maybe 25. Where's that code anyway? Is that a update unit state or something? Oh, okay. Is that done in A's? That looks like a different debug message. So where's the right, yeah. Where's the stuff for giving them health? Yeah, I found it already and disabled it. Weapon damage. I hope it will work. I will hope it work. What the fuck happened over there? Oh, this is not limited by the upgrade. That was important to get fixed. Yeah, 25. So the other thing here is well, I understand. I just didn't know that there was one in weapon damage. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of these, apparently. Alright, so at this point we just need to recompile Hydrays. What the fuck? Alright. Now we can get rid of this. And over here. Bing, bing. Alright, I wanted to see what I could figure out about the bugs that we were seeing before. Yeah, so it seems like if they're target, like, it doesn't always tell them to run forward and die. That's so dumb. I'm gonna upload my latest source and files and all that, so hopefully that will assist the testing process. Dead Crow! I set that to 25 now. So why don't we take ourselves some time and figure out what's going to go down with these micro-Mongols? I love it. It's great. Easily my favorite. We should try to fix them though. They dance. They do a little dance a lot. I think it's only AI controlled ones too. I was not able to replicate it in my own tests. So what was the no attack flag? Oh. So all you did was add this block here. It looks like. Oh. Oh, I see. Yeah, no kidding. Well, Crack is the one that uses the fanboys more often. Mongo is a furry man. He likes furries. Now what? Is this done yet? Still 75 left. Jesus Christ. Ah, fuck! I started Steam by accident. God damn it. What am I doing? Finding Firegraft? Unable to create the target file. Oh shit. Try now, idiot. There we go. I'm not convinced. Okay, cool. Seems like it's working. Multi-race AIs, I think if we can get AIs that work properly for that, I will probably use them in a few Hydra missions. It's one of those things that the story justification usually isn't there for. But, surprisingly or not, it will be there for a lot of my single-player content. Like a lot of the Zabalba stuff, and of course a lot of the Ahmed's Adventure stuff. There's a lot of room to get wacky. I guess my issue is, like, usually it's kind of superior in terms of expressing somebody's skill or personality if you can get it so that the AI is just running one race. Like, rather than have the UED and the Zerg being controlled by the same AI, usually you can have a more defined personality by having multiple AI, like a Zerg and a Terran, and then collaborating their strategies. Like, for example, something that I think is really powerful, something that Necron found out pretty early on into his UED AIP journey, back in, I think, 2017 or 2018 or something, he commented that Hydralisks with medics are really, really strong. And I agree. And I think that that's a fine strategy, but I also think it would be more telling of collaboration if you could somehow get medics to follow an enemy's attack or an ally's attack force into battle. You know what I mean? Like, they can request medics from their ally somehow. And that can be, like, also a very clear differential in terms of if you want to stop the medics from empowering the Hydralisks, in this case, you can just go for the Terran AI, and the Zerg AI will be weaker. So I feel like there's better potential in that case, but that's also, you know, its own can of worms as far as trying to implement. So who knows? So I think that I would rather just have factions that are aligned together, like the UED in this case. Right, like recalling tanks. Like when you, especially in Hydra's case, where you change all the abilities so that they can work together very well, it becomes kind of difficult to justify, you know, spending that, like saying that they can't possibly communicate their ideas in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it's possible to do all that good shit. So, that's my story. I think it's possible for them to do all that without needing to rely on them being the same AI. And I think it makes more sense, and it's more consistent with everything else. But I'm sure there's going to be some situations where I may consider it. And we'll see what I do if I do decide to do that. Just like you would want to collaborate. Like, the thing is, another aspect of it that kind of prevents me from sinking my teeth into the idea is I wouldn't want to make the player play with multiple races. I would want them to collaborate with another player on their team, be it an AI or a human player, who's a different race. And if I'm going by that paradigm, then why would I give the AI the same... Like, it's an advantage and a disadvantage. There's pros and cons. There's the fact that you have to spend much more money in order to properly, you know, augment your army and stuff, to really make active use of the new race, the second race, and stuff like that. But then there's also, of course, built-in advantages. And so, rather than making it so that if the player wants to recall their siege tanks, they have to build an Arbiter Tribunal and Arbiters, this is literally the last fucking available unit in the vanilla game for Protoss, I would just find some way to incorporate the recalling of siege tanks into their Protoss ally. Like, they're playing as Terran, and they have a Protoss ally, and they can somehow communicate that they want their siege tanks recalled to the front lines. Now, that's getting super specific. I don't know if that's feasible in an AI sense. Like, you would have to be able to place individual beacons down through an AI system that says like send arbiter here, and then you'd have to go into a different menu and say like recall at this area or recall these kinds of units or something. And that seems super hyper specific, which is why it's probably something that's better reserved for, co-op with humans. But I'm sure there's something that you can still do in that sense. What's up, Connor? Like at that point, maybe it's better to just have the player rely on themselves. But I don't think that the solution is to just hand them 2 races, because I feel like that's giving them a lot of power, and in some ways that's difficult to balance, and then in other ways it's hurting their ability to spend their money the way that they should or the way that they feel is best, because now they've got to account for using another race. So who knows what'll happen. Right, yeah. We were just discussing whether or not it makes sense to have one AI playing as multiple races, right? And I gave the example from Necron's stuff, how Hydralisks and Medics are really, really powerful combos. But I think it would demonstrate more collaboration and allow for better decision-making on the player if you just had some way to tell the Zerg AI to request medics from the Terran AI, and they were 2 separate players and 2 separate AIs, because then you could say, I want to stop the medics from healing the Hydralisks, I'm going to attack the Terran AI. Or I want to stop the Hydralisks, so I'm going to attack the Zerg AI. You know, there's like multiple ways to skin that cat, and suddenly you can handle that. And so I think that that's a superior solution, and still demonstrates the collaboration between the races. Probably even more so because it's very clear that they're different players because of the player colors and stuff like that. And so it's like, oh, these guys are acting as a team, which feels more in line with what should be happening there. And so I think that that's superior in pretty much every way. But also more difficult to do. We can't do it with our current tools. Best we can do is kind of like add the attacks and try to schedule them in the same times between 2 AI, but and targeting the same places. Good luck. Hold on, I've got to pause and resume the transfers again. Yeah, Zomata, it's pretty much the same thing that I do. If you're lucky, I'll use some of your units for the other races. Well, I think it's risky to invest time into that until we know how it's going to play out, right? I'm not sure what to make of that. Do you think it would actually be functional? Because I feel like the conventional system of actually increasing the unit arrays to an infinite level would be more functional and more malleable for the system, for reading them through triggers and placing them in MapQuery. Like, it's definitely easier to implement the fake one, but is it actually going to work? You know what I mean? Like, is it going to be functional? I'm not 100% convinced, I guess. But I don't know. Like, it could be. I just feel like there could also be a lot of bugs with the fake ones, and who knows how long that would take to resolve and how long it would take to be feasible. It's probably still easier, but I don't know.
I can't get to heaven. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah, that's pretty much the question there, man. We gotta figure that one out. That's weird. Oh, okay. I've tried to ping him a few times about a couple of different things, and it has not ended very well. As in, he hasn't responded at all, so I don't know what he's doing. But whatever it is out there. Whatever he's up to, nobody knows. I guess he's probably just been really busy. I knew as soon as I clicked on this mix, or as soon as I clicked watch later on this mix to get it into my playlist, it was not going to be looking good, and indeed. Samples out the ass, just distract me all the time, why not? Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, on the one hand, I don't think it makes sense to not write the actual real thing. Like, I think that we have to get that done at some point. You know what I mean? I feel like it's an inevitability. Eventually we do. So whatever we do before that is just going to be putting it off. For like temporary burst of functionality. Because even if we get this fake system, it's only going to last us for so long, right? Like it's not a permanent solution, as far as I can tell. How do you even fucking call this music? Why is everything sampled to fuck? Just play some music. Jesus Christ, it's so annoying. That lasted about 12 seconds. Right, I understand the new system, as you've explained it before anyway. I think CCMU extender would be better to make first anyway, though. I mean, obviously there's a need for new unit IDs, but there's also a need to be able to put them in maps at a high scale, you know? I don't know what you think about that, though. Bark. Oh, fuck. I've been pranked. Yeah, probably. I'll make them at some point, since I know you're going to use them soon. I'll just use them for decoration in my mod, probably. Well. Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, the dirt ones from Jungle. That should be easy. I still can't believe AI can make, what's it called? They can tell hero siege tanks to siege, but they can't tell them to unsiege. I still can't believe that that's like in the vanilla game is just a thing that happens in that. That's insane to me. So you're planning on 8 maps then? That's a nice variety of what's it called? Tile sets. In Consummate, even the new version of Consummate is still all jungle. It's ridiculous. Oh, the source upload finally finished. Good stuff. Close that. All right. So what time is it now? Okay. So what I got to do now is I got to come up with names or a list of the various classes and figure out what they're going to do. So the equipment page here shows various weapons and armors and utilities. So basically I need to add probably 2 more weapons, 2 more armors, and 6 more utilities. And then we'll have a good selection. But I'm going to take these and I'm going to turn them into basically like unit IDs for each set of 1 weapon, 1 armor, 2 utilities. The utilities will mostly be adding the those would be like active weapons and stuff. Or active abilities. So like the chicken legs I'll probably throw onto a melee attack. No, so basically, there's going to be basic upgrades that you can get that will improve like weapons, armor, and like damage and shit like that, like basic stuff. I'll probably also include like range, some other stuff. But the main thing is you're just going to be spending money to unlock classes, I think, and then you'll switch units. The unit ID of the hero will change to the new unit ID. And yeah, stationing ghosts is odd. Just the idea that that would be a hard code too is so dumb to me. We had to disable that for Nemesis Omega, I remember. And then we were wondering why there were ghost requests as well. And turns out they just send ghosts. Yeah, no fucking kidding. What the fuck? Things are hallucinating. Well, don't forget, add 1 HP to a transport that has max HP of 0. Or whatever the fuck was going on there. Why? Why? Does anybody know? Crow egg. I don't know, man. Doesn't make any sense to me. Yeah, it'll unburrow like a spider mine. It behaves exactly the same, except when it detonates, it locks units down instead of dealing damage to them. So we got Chicken Chucker, Donut Meister, Bark Master. I need one more, probably. Well, yeah, we don't have time to implement it the way that I want it to, where the equipment would be interchangeable, similar to the Relic system. So I'm just going to go for a much simpler system, where when you unlock... You basically get an upgrade, right? And when that upgrade is completed... acquired, you will then be able to, at will, switch to that class that you just got the upgrade for. And the class will have all of the equipment associated with it. So there's the Bark Master class that has the dog whistle, the dog factory, there's going to be some other shit in here. Like a dog armor. Like, it's going to have the good boy. Maybe the hide coat. I might save that for something else. Dog factory. And then there's going to be like one other dog utility that it gets. So the idea is that basically it automatically assigns these equipment pieces to you, but it's like hard-coded to the unit ID, and the each class is a different unit ID. So... No. You're not allowed to bark at me, boy. What? Jesus Christ. What? This gave me a headache quick. At least Red Pilot Sun's listenable, though. This is fucking asinine. Wait, who made this? It's Laser Life. Skip. So we got chicken chucker, I guess pizza, right? Yeah, doesn't it just annihilate your ears? Every time you have a new profile, I think that happens. I think, though, if you go into profile settings... Or there's something else that he did. There was some, like, default thing that I think... Unless it's resetting in the same profile, I have no idea what's happening then. What the fuck? I've never heard that before. Like if you place a Marine, he doesn't say you want a piece of me, boy? Holy shit. I cannot type today. Oh, that's the pizza one. I don't know about the rest. I need to do one for chicken armor. All right. So I've got to do these ones. I'll do those when I get back though, because I have to use the bathroom and get some more water and all that good stuff. So give me a sec. Hi. I have returned. What the fuck? All right, so got to come up with some epic names for this stuff. Wait, what the fuck? What happened to your iScript? Oh. Well, it's a good thing you have a backup. That's scary. Oh, that's even better if they just start spinning. Yeah, Farty's plugin just fucking deletes itself from your mod. I don't know what to do with all these errors. What the fuck? I think it was only Metatron that I saw. Maybe some more CC people did it. Campaign creations people. What's up, Bailiffal? Welcome. I'm coming up with some very exciting equipment here. Hey, what's up, V? Oh, I didn't make a iScript for the turret, I think, or did I? Let me see. No, I did. I just sent it again. That's really funny. All right, we've almost finished everything up here. Most StarCraft unit walk cycles? Well, it depends on what kind of unit it is. But organic units usually have like 6, 7, 8, something like that. If you look at the Marine, for example... So he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No. About 9 or 10. So I would say between like 6 and 10 generally. But whatever you can make, that will be natural. The other thing is you've got to make sure that the... Like a big thing that happens in StarCraft 2 conversions, for example, is these Koreans actually should be dropping more frames out of their animations. Because the frame rate, the perceived frame rate of the various animations of attacking or walking plays faster for these new graphics and makes them feel really out of place. So it's another thing is that the attack animations oftentimes delay too much for what you would want. So, for example, maybe the wind-up of an attack animation is like 6 frames in some of these StarCraft 2 things, where at most they're like 2 in normal Brood War. So you want to make sure that like there's functionality in the game to have like a Marine pull out his rifle and aim it, and then start firing, and have the firing and the pull out and holster or whatever. Those 2 different animations are separate in the game. So you have an attack init, which is arm the weapon, and attack repeat, which is fire the weapon, and then attack to idle is put the weapon down. And so you can make sure to use that yourself by making it so that your Spartan, has an animation where he takes his rifle and aims it, right? And then he has an animation where he fires. And then he has an animation where he puts it back. And that animation can just be the arm animation in reverse, or it can be a new set of frames, depending on what you want. And I would say probably keep the arming animation to like maybe at most 3 frames. I think like the Marine is 2 or something. So it can still look pretty natural and snappy, even if it looks like you're cutting between massive chunks of an animation, depending on what you actually do. So. What flingy is used for feedback? Can't you find that one out? I don't think it has a flingy. It doesn't have a flingy. It's just used in sprites and images. A lot of Brood War spells are like that. I just realized I never got water earlier when I took a break. Alright, I'll finish filling out the hero equipment and then I'll go get some water. And then I'll come back and do the universal upgrades. I've got to figure out what the donut utilities are going to be.
We sit in the sun, in veils, we sleep, and we dream. Dying slowly, the prison of our minds. We sit in the sun, in veils, we sleep, and we dream. Each of us dying slowly, the prison of our minds.
texting my brother. Just let him know what I was working on. Fucking pizza promise.
I demand to know what's going on in my house.
Is it a new world or will it consume us all?
We sing the sun in fades. We sleep and we dream. Each of us dies slowly. The prison of our mind. We sing the sun in fades. We sleep and we dream. Each of us dies slowly. The prison of our mind.
He's turning 16. So I need another donut ability, and I need a chicken ability. I was thinking about some sort of egg-related ability. So the current loadout for the chicken is he's got a spatula where every time he hits the same target twice, they get stunned for 2 seconds. And he's got an armor that gives him an ability that stuns nearby targets for 5 seconds but costs energy. So it's like a stun-based, stun-locking type of loadout right now. And then the only utility I have, the 1 out of 2 utilities that I have right now, give him movement speed. So I needed one that gives him some sort of ability that can also use energy. So he's got like a movement speed increase from the chicken legs, but I gotta figure out some way to give him something else, I guess. I don't know. So it's got to be something that costs energy. Something that would play into the stun thing, like... I'm giving him a lot of stuns because he's melee, and he's got melee and movement speed, so he should be mobile enough. But... I'm wondering what, like... If I were to isolate this kit, you know, he's got crowd control, but he doesn't really have a good escape. He just has, like, fast movement speed. Maybe that's fine. You know, the pizza one is based around auras, pretty much. It's like slow-moving, tanking, aura, troop enhancement stuff. So there's almost no escape there at all. Dog is based around summons. His escape is that he can cloak. And the donut one is more about, like, debuffs and is also kind of slow-moving, but just has natural benefit of slowing hostiles that attack in melee. So... I think the second utility for the donuts should be something that continues to debuff enemies in some way. Not a stun, but like he already has a slow on melee attackers, so maybe he should do something that like I don't know. There's got to be something that I can put to work here. Chicken legs, chicken eggs. Well, the class is called the Chicken Chucker, so he's got to find some way to throw a chicken of some kind. Maybe he could throw a chicken, and along the way to the target, the chicken would drop explosive eggs that would be spider mines. I like that idea, actually. So, like, he throws a chicken at the target, and every, for whatever the distance is to that target, the chicken drops 3 or 4 spider mine eggs. I think that could work out. Listen.
Oh God, he's coming back. Get out of here.
Flightless birds. I like that idea. Well, I've done all the chicken stuff. At this point, I just need to do the donut stuff. So, yeah, there's just one more donut utility that I need. So right now he's got a donut utility that drains energy while active. It's like a state change. But otherwise he's just got a standard weapon and a standard armor that it does slow melee movement and attack speeds by 33%. It's like frost armor from Warcraft 3, but it's just a passive. It doesn't require mana. So I need something else that will allow mana drain, but will well, the thing is, there's only like a small handful of air units in the game, so I don't know how useful that would be in a practical sense. What I'm thinking of is like a MOBA character. Like, I was just breaking down the class of the Chicken Chucker, and the Chicken Chucker has a melee attack, a nascent or an intrinsic movement speed. They've got 50% bonus movement speed over the other classes, and they've got an armor that stuns units, and their weapon stuns units every second hit. I'll probably have to nerf that at some point, but the stun is only like 2 seconds long. I might make it 1. And then the AoE stun is 5 seconds long, but it costs energy, whereas the weapon doesn't. And so I was trying to come up with something that would work best. And the idea is if you chain the stuns with the explosive chicken egg thing, then you can use this to create like really large amounts of damage in the AoE. So that can be like a way where you can see some skill expression happening there. Then in terms of the donut class, right, we've got an armor that slows melee attackers and has a decent enough amount of survivability to it. I would say like plus 50 shields or 60. And so it's sort of like an off-tank class where you're an AoE explosive damage dealer with your basic attacks, and then your attacks can ignore armor while still dealing explosive damage when you have the Boston Cream upgrade, or when you activate that. That's a state change, which also gives you more income as well. Which I might end up having to remove that, but I like that idea. That you can, by frosting units, you make them more valuable or something. And then you'll get what else? Like that, I have to fill the gap here, so we can increase our DPS with one utility. But there's not really an intrinsic escape. You know what I mean? So I was thinking of something that would be like reflecting ranged damage back on the attackers, but I don't know if that's simple enough to do. So missiles would fly back towards the person who launched them, and hit scan things like the officer's attack, for example, would simply appear on the unit that was attacking and deal damage to the unit that was attacking instead. I don't know if that's feasible, but I think that would be a pretty good shield thing. Well, again, that's kind of like something that should be... I don't know, because that's another drains energy while active type of thing, so... I don't know about that one. I want at least one thing that's an active skill that the player has to target, like a skill shot of some kind or something. Yeah, I mean, I would do it if it wasn't I really felt like it fit, but I think instead there should be some sort of maybe a teleportation of some kind. Hmm. Some of the concepts I'll probably bring over to Hydra at some point for more relics, but what is the color of the icing? I guess we'll have to figure that one out. I don't know if it's possible, but I would love for DF to be able to put together a bunch of projectiles and particles and stuff for this sort of thing. I don't know how close he is to the wireframes, though. All right. I'm going to go get some water now, BRB. Hi. No. Oh, okay. Have a good one. How much progress have I made on the CSGO bots? A good question. Well, I should look into those files anyway now, since we're towards the tail end of the Modstream. We can close our stuff out. Made some good progress today. We got Death Wish operational. Made some other things, you know. All right. The fuck? The bots themselves, I haven't done any more work on since a couple days ago when I was experimenting with different values. Now, the only question is whether or not I can... It says right here that it's calling MG Bomb SE, but I don't know where the fuck that is. Oh, here we go. But I don't know... I'm really not sure what to do for the rest of this is the problem. Like, I don't know. I have to go get the map names, but I don't know if I have to point to their whole file path. I don't think I do. So we got to figure out which maps we actually want to play on. I've only personally play tested a few of them, so... I'm just gonna see if this works out, and then I'll take my break. So we obviously want Pripyat in there. I feel like museum would be a good one. It's pretty large. Gwalior has a fucked up mini-map. Santorini's okay, but kind of small. Season's big enough, I think. But not... Well, it's not so big, is the problem. Thanks. Appreciate that. I think Thrill has a decent enough size. Oh, for sure, trailer. Yeah. Trailer park, and I would say Highlands as well. Well, Highlands isn't finished, so I don't know about that one. Trailer park is. Chimney has busted nav mesh. Can't use that. Bell's too small. Victor's. Victor is actually okay, but it's still kind of small, I think. Royal was okay, as I remember. Might be big enough. Oh, Zenith isn't bad, actually. Zenith. I might take that one. Kowloon was okay, but I think, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Zenith. For sure. And we can throw one more in there. Maybe Golden. I don't know if it's quite big enough. And I do remember a distinct problem with it being that it has in the CT spawn, there's not enough spawn points for, or they're placed incorrectly, so large teams will spawn with like 1 or 2 players stuck inside themselves. So I don't know about that one. I don't know if I've played Mansion. What's up, Alexander? Welcome back. I don't know about writing CS bots. I've tweaked them a lot, but it seems like you have to go to a lower level than what I've been able to find in order to really get them good. What is Telefrag? Oh, this is a very compact map. This would not work out. Almost got him. Alright, that's definitely not gonna work. What do you mean, dying to teleport? I don't know if I picked Victor, did I? No. Yeah, I just don't know if it's big enough. It's too small, I think. Crash was big, but not very functional. So let's see if this even works is the problem here. But if I defined it in there, why would I define it in here too? Oh. No, I don't think so. I've never seen that before. Nobody teleports in Counter-Strike. As far as bots are written in... I have no idea what the actual bots are written in. What I can show you is... If we go and find the... So this is the bot profile database that I found, where you can tell them certain weapon preferences and stuff. But it really doesn't control much. If I go to my config, I find my bot. CSGO script. So it looks like this is closer to the raw code, quote unquote. This is the closest to code that we get. And I don't know why they write their real names on Steam. I couldn't tell them. So I'm trying to figure out where the fuck these files are so I can clone them. Oh, I found them. Oh, they are in here. What the fuck? Oh, they're in a different... What? Alright, anyway. Alright. I can't wait to see it. Well, I don't know how they're calling... Hold on. There we go. Try that. I don't know how they're calling a config file that does not appear to exist. Why am I low HP? Who started shooting at me and then didn't finish the job? All right. Game mode competitive. Yeah, I don't know where they're getting all that shit from. Oh, I should figure out, we should also allow, like, any number of grenades or something. What do you guys think? Yeah, I don't see it in here. Oh, okay. Oh, I died. Dude, Mark's on it. See ya. Todborne and CSGO, pretty much. I don't ever want to get into working on Counter-Strike maps, though. They're so fucking hard to do by comparison. Okay. So, now I need to go back and find... Game mode fraud. Well, I'll leave this in here so that we can mess around with it later, if we so desire. Dog bots? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So I think I have everything that I wanted here. There was one thing, though, that I was thinking might be possible to change that I just thought of, that I don't remember what it was. Hope you like that one. My name is Lowell. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. I used to make maps for Halo 3 on the console. Dude, you killed 3! My name is Lowell killed 3 people. That's crazy. Oh yeah, it was grenades. A grenade. Death trap grenade. Oh, interesting. I could change default weapon. Dude, I suck. That used to be open. Yeah, I guess he closed it up because it used to be closed and then he opened it. Who knows what's happening in this map, dude? Ape. Alright. Yeah, I forget what that was called, though. I can give everybody fancy knives. I don't know if that'll actually do anything. Hey. What the fuck is the USP? Oh, thanks. All right, cool. Where is this guy? Oh.
Terrorists win.
3. I think maybe our default secondary should be the taser. Could you imagine? All right. All right. I think there's some other shit that I wanted to do for dropping death drop gun. There's not anything for dropping all of them, unfortunately. Ooh, Ahmed sniped them all. Get him, my name is Lowell. Fuck him up. Oh. Dude, he's pre-aiming. He's hacking. Oh, fuck. Counter strafe. Where's he going? And Ahmed's spinning. I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, he's not on that wall. Uh-oh. Perfect. You'll see. Oh, boy. Oh, shit. Dude, that's a pixel angle. Dude, my name is Lil's got it going on. He's camping and everything. Yeah, lowercase. What's wrong with that? Oh, he looked above him just in case. What? Oh.
Someone must recover the bomb. I shall stay here. I'm throwing a flashbang.
Fuck. It's all down to my name is Lol, lowercase n, and Tony the Cannoli. Oof. Oh, lowercase n with the 2K. Oh, fuck. Dude, what is Tony looking at? Oh, it's Ahmed against Tony. Battle of the Ages. Yeah, that's great. What is he doing? Go get the bomb, idiot! Oh, whoa! Dude, did you see that hack? Uh-oh. Dude, he's on the prowl. He's hunting for Ahmed. Ah! Dude, he's flicking. Dude, he's a man. Dude, this is a battle. Get him. Get him, Tony. You heard him. He's nearby. Oh. Ah! Whoa! Holy shit! There he goes, boys. Tony the cannoli. Alright. Team only spectating. Suppose I could throw that off. Free armor, 3. Almost got him. 3 different enemies. I don't think I can open the lobby, can I? Oh yeah. Wait, what? What is it? Grenade. Why can't I change that? Okay, so we know that that doesn't work. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's ammo grenade limit. So now I can get up to 2, but not anything else? Why? Ammo grenade. What? Huh. See you later, UED command. Oh, fuck you, Baleful. Yeah, it's already 0. Oh, I should have left this as somebody else. Yeah, you annihilated me. Here's your punishment. Oh yeah, probably. No, it's okay. I just wanted to test out the map pool anyway. So max rounds. Get next map failed for map group. Map group invalid or empty. Why? Why is it empty? It's clearly MG fraud. Fraud. Map groups MP. Bully Hunter 69. More like you. Yeah, so this is the thing that I was trying to test anyway, is like, how do I... I don't know how to link these together. It's somehow reading a blank string instead of the string of what I named it. I also don't know where competitive server is. I wasn't able to find that. So I don't know how that works. Bots colon, by the way. Oh, I see. No, these are because these are all like this, right? Where they all say that in quote marks. Mm. And then we have name MG fraud. Yeah. So oh, I think I had to launch it with like map golden plus map group. I think this is how I had to do it, right? I don't know if it'll load correctly, but it's easy to figure that out anyway. Oh, never mind. It's right here. Wait, what? Game mode. So I guess mine would be like game type 0 MG fraud, something like this. I don't know if I just put this into the console or...
Middle. Sniper. Let's go, let's go! I see the bomb carrier. Could use some help. I need help. Two guys left.
Hey, get out of me. Let's see what it says. Yeah, it's still busted.
We did it.
So I have to do this, maybe? No. What the fuck? What? Oh. Now I've got to do my authenticator, SMH. Oh, I don't even have it on this phone. Yeah, I'm surprised that this is taking so many bing bings to go through. Oops. uh okay. So hold on. So now I've got workshop collection. I don't even know what that means. But it looks like now I just need to go and find my IP address. What a fucking mess. I don't think I've ever started a CSGO server in the first place. That's where I'm getting hung up on. It's like I think I need some sort of tool in order to run a CSGO server. I thought I could just do it from a console command in the game, but maybe it's a launch option? I don't know. Well, considering it didn't even... Oh, there it is. I don't think it's a launch option, though. Yeah, I didn't think so. So it's a Steam CMD is the option or the program that I need. All right. So now I can do this probably. Hold on, let's see. Okay. Oh, now it has to download updates. What a disaster. Well, I guess the good news is if I end up running this, then we will. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, now I can paste this maybe. No. Oh. Two-factor authenticator, by the way. All right. Okay. Dude, why is this such an asinine setup? Oh. Maybe I don't need to. Well, I don't know. It's fine. Oh. Okay. All right, boys. I think we got something going on here. But in the meantime, the stream's probably over. So I'll continue tweaking with this, trying to get this working. And, let's see. The fuck? Well, I don't know. All I know is we should be in business for Fraud Night, and we've gotten some stuff, so cool. We'll pick our maps automatically if we need to. I am going to quickly make a copy of my game modes TXT, though. That is something that needs to be done just in case that gets replaced by an update at some point. All right. Well, I will be seeing you guys in about an hour to get some frauding on, and after that, who knows what'll happen. But thanks everybody who tuned in and kept me some company while I was getting some work done and fucking around with this. And we'll be back tomorrow as usual with another mod stream, so if you're in the market for those, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.